All right, thanks for watching us today, folks. This is a quick hit discussion where each of us bring our views about one issue or one area of the HMR program to the table. And then at the end, we want to hear your view. So please take a moment at the end, post a comment, let us know what you think after you finish watching. Today, I am joined by fellow health coaches. Hey, Nance.
Hi, Rick.
Sand.
Hey, Rick.
And Kate.
Rick.
All right, guys. So today we are chatting about your use of HMR foods during our current shutdown period. Who knows how much longer this is going to go. So the question, really going a little deeper on that, are you doing anything differently with your HMR foods, different routines or whatnot? Are your numbers up? Are your numbers down? Different recipes? Anything at all? Maybe even have you I know for me, I've developed almost an increased appreciation of the value of the convenience of these foods. So anyway, that's the topic on the table. So who wants to talk about how things might be different during this time with your use of HMR foods?
Well, I think for me, certainly it's helping me stay structured and keeping in a routine. Mm-hmm. Having cereal for breakfast and having an entree and vegetables for lunch and then having some sort of a treat in the afternoon. It just keeps me like on a kind of a steady structure with no decisions. And so that's been easier for me. And then I think having been around more, I'm doing more like roasting vegetables and things like that to add to my entrees, which is fun. They just taste really good.
Yeah, we should probably include not just HMR foods, but fruits and vegetables into the conversation as well there. You say that, Nance. While I feel like I have less time, I feel like I'm juggling different things. Everything seems so different. I am finding more time to prepare more veggies and more varied veggies for the family. Mm-hmm. So that resonates when you said that. Kate, what about you? Are your numbers up? Are your numbers down? Anything different with the HMR foods?
Yeah, my numbers are actually up. I find that lunchtime, I have to now prepare food for my 3 kids, which typically I wouldn't have to. And so previously on a work day, an entree with veggies would suffice, but now that's just not enough food for me. So I've thrown in a blended shake with lunch, and that really helped me get through that tough time. And then another time that I find myself, just facing some challenges in the kitchen is the late afternoon, early evening. That was a time that I'd be shuttling my kids from one activity to another, and now we're home. So I find that the pre-dinner shake is just really taking the edge off and helping me get to the dinner that I actually want to have versus getting into all these other things. So those 2 times have been really important for me.
Yeah, interesting. Increasing your intake just because you're home more. That's I relate to that too. I know, Nance, on that, we had talked about that survey. It's an ongoing survey from the University of Tennessee. And the biggest thing that jumped out was the number of people who reported eating more, snacking more, just out of boredom.
Yeah.
So got to have strategies to combat that.
Totally.
So much else to get into. Sandi, what's your take?
Yeah, I have to say, this whole thing has really kind of rocked me back on my heels a bit. And in the past, when I've had challenges, not like this, none of us have experienced anything like this, but I've tended to throw the baby out with the bathwater, and, records fell out, and, I was totally doing the opposite of what my normal routines were. I'm really settling into some non-negotiables, Rick. I'm absolutely having an entree every day at lunch. That's like, there's no other option for me because that saves me calories. It's convenient. It's a no-brainer. It's guilt-free. And I can put veggies with it and have it be a filling lunch, which sets me up nicely for the afternoon time, which is really tough for me. So I'm trying to keep that double shake in place in the afternoon. Happens sometimes not, but it's trying to get out of that all or nothing thinking and having some success with that, and really just identifying those things that really help save calories right now.
Yep, absolutely. I know that when I do get to the grocery store, obviously a lot of us are buying in bulk now. I'm buying the big bags of the different frozen fruits.
Yeah.
That has made my smoothies, which I'm always pretty heavy on the shakes, but those have just been a no-brainer. But Kate, in our phase 2 class yesterday, Sandi, you're in that class too with me. Kate, you're the coach. You had challenged me to do a high meal replacement day. I was already in the process of doing one yesterday. I'm doing another one today. But what I didn't share with you, and so I'm doing it now, is I think I could be doing more with the entrees, because I'm just trying to keep the body fueled with healthy food as I'm dealing with things throughout the day. And I've been favoring the shakes, doing the multigrain cereal, but I'm committing now to increasing my entree number. So please follow up with me on that next week.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, Rick, on that note, you mentioned the cereal for breakfast. I've noticed too, if I set the tone for the day with a meal replacement or 2 or 3 servings of veggies and fruits, wow, what a significant impact that has on the rest of my decisions throughout the day. So starting strong has really been key as well.
Yeah, I think that lockstep, no decision anxiety through whatever time of day you can do that. I think that really helps.
Yeah.
Rick, you better believe I'm going to follow up on your entree plan.
Yeah.
And just consider taking it to the next level. This might sound so crazy to folks, but I even take my entree out of the Tupperware, put it in another Tupperware with vegetables in the morning. So I can literally just take out my entree with veggies from the fridge. And I think, what's the big deal of having just to take the entree out of the package? But that little step to mix with veggies for me might be the thing between not doing it versus not. So that's been huge for me.
Yeah, that's great. I like that. And let's turn the corner here. A few really point-outable practical strategies around HMR foods. I think what we want to ask our audience at the end here, is there a favorite HMR food, recipe, or snack with or without fruits and vegetables that you're enjoying right now? So that's a little preview of the question. I will just say, Kate, I had shared this in our group yesterday and I never would have thought of this combination before, but out at the store, not every veggie that I wanted was there and available. So I looked at the winter squash. I bought a lot of frozen winter squash. I never would have thought this recipe would be one that was as good as it was. Take the barbecue chicken, microwave it, slice it up. I put it on a half a cup of black beans, and then I have a pretty good size winter squash on the side. I put a little of the butter spray and sea salt. Nancy, it was just awesome. I've done it twice now in the past 7 days.
Love it.
Yeah, the butternut squash goes really well with a lot of the entrees.
Yeah, it really is. And it's super healthy for you. It's got that deep orange with the carotenoids, lots of health benefits involved with that too.
Right, with the lentil stew.
Ooh,
Really good.
Good. So before we turn it over to the audience, is there any other really point-outable recipe that you're really digging right now, or any other type of strategy that would be supportive of keeping up the HMR foods?
Well, Rick, we've just passed Easter, and there was, the temptation of candies. And so I brought back a shake that's a favorite of mine. It's the chocolate. I use the 120. You could use any HMR shake, but the chocolate with a tablespoon of PB2 and a tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, lots of ice and water, make it really voluminous. And it's a great, if you're craving chocolate peanut butter, like Reese's or something like that. For me, that was a lifesaver around the Easter season.
Dense chocolate with the cocoa powder. That's fantastic.
Adding the cocoa powder to the chocolate is really good.
Oh,
yeah.
So good.
That's a chocolate.
I made a shake like that, and I used black cherry seltzer.
Ooh.
And with the chocolate and the cocoa, and that, really high volume for 100 calories, and it was really good.
Yeah, that's the thing about those non-caloric beverages, Nancy. You can you can put more ice in there because there's all this flavor, and you can just make your shake bigger and bigger without adding any calories at all.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll put my diet orange soda with a little drop of vanilla extract in with the HMR Vanilla 120 up against your recipe any day, Nancy. You just let me know when you want to go.
All right. It's a deal.
Cage
I
match.
have an even better one. My Starbucks iced coffee that I get in the supermarket, I get 6-cup jugs, and I will blend that iced coffee with a chocolate shake or a vanilla shake. I have to literally stop myself from making them all day long. They're so delicious. They're better.
I love
than a
that
Frappuccino.
flavor.
Yeah.
I love coffee with either of them, but it's just the best. I agree.
Delicious.
On that coffee shake note, Kate, I would like to blame you. I'm sorry. Thank you for pushing me to do the coffee shake yesterday, late afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Nancy and I had our Facebook Live event,
Yeah.
and I'm particularly thanking you for 11 o'clock at night last night in bed saying, well, I'm tired. May as well put in another episode of Billions.
Oh, no.
She did say decaf.
Yeah, mine are a little word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
Always
can't
something
drink
to learn.
caffeine later like that.
Love it.
Always something to learn, Nancy.
Yeah. Next time, decaf, Rick. Next
Yeah.
time.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's wrap up this little discussion. I'm going to turn it over to the audience now. Please take a minute. Think about this. What is one HMR food recipe, meal, or snack, with or without fruits or vegetables, that you're reading right now that's helping you to stay on track with your commitment to healthy eating and also managing your calories? Please post your comments. And we appreciate you doing that. Really look forward to seeing what you have to say there. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.